I don't necessarily know now what I should have known then, but I should have known better, yet I swore before I'd never love again. After my shattered, tattered heart allowed me to, for some reason, God introduced me to you, the love of my life, and my someday wife taught me a jewel of a rule and a valuable tool. Measure twice, cut once. Honor what's holy before you take a blade to it. Think, breathe, respect the grain of the wood before bringing the saw down. But I didn't measure at all. I cut blind. Lonely, lost, grieving, reaching for a voice instead of reaching for you. And the cut I made, deep, final, a mistake carved clean through the heart of us. There are wounds that close, and there are wounds that teach. This one does both painfully, daily, a cut that can't uncut. I listen as it lingers, quiet as a scar beneath a shirt only I can feel. It's a cut that can't uncut. Tell me softly, if even a part of you hoped I'd ever come home again, why was I cast so far into the darkness? If redemption was remotely possible and a glimmer of hope lived anywhere in your heart, why did I return to a locked door with no candle in the window? I spoke to someone else when I should have held my pain in prayer. I loved you like only I could, yet not even close to how I should, or if given a chance again, how I would. And even in releasing you, I love you still, and always will until my heart beats still. Fear of losing myself, fear of drowning alone, fear that I had no place to fall in a world without you. I reached for a shadow instead of reaching for your hand, and that mistake cost more than I ever imagined. I spoke foolish things, because fear had me fractured and fragile, because grief made silence dangerous, because I needed someone, anyone, to hear me breathe when I didn't trust breath to stay. Not desire, not betrayal, just simple survival. A desperate human misstep in the worst moments of my life. And for those moments, you hate me now. Or maybe you say you don't, but absence often speaks louder than anger ever did. And I wonder, what was I ever worth to you? Was I loved as long as I was flawless and sober and earning, or only until I faltered? Where did for better or worse go when worse arrived? Where did in sickness and health hide when I was sick with grief or doubt or fear? Where was forgiveness when we needed it most? Marriage should come with repair instructions, not replacement warranties. Should be filled with grace, not guilt. Understanding, not exile. Yet, here we are. Me with the lesson to be learned, you with the loss to level with. Lost love stuck somewhere in the middle. We no longer touch at all anymore. Never. Not ever. A hug from you feels like a drug I crave, and I chase it like a slave who wants freedom. I'm not claiming innocence, just ownership. I carry what I cut. I live inside what I broke. I accept the weight of my consequences without excuse. Still, I am grateful, filled with gratitude for the years, for the laughter, for the storms we survived, for the adventures carved into memory like your initials in the wet concrete of your grandparents' walkway, for the perfect daughter we brought into this world, our greatest creation, our eternal connection. the proof that love existed here once, even though broken now. Let me set you free, to live a life beyond even your wildest dreams, a life filled with joy so abundant you forget the weight you ever carried here with me. May you have more, be more, give more, glow more than you ever thought you could. May true love find you and adore you, the way I never fully understood how to show, and sadly, you well know. And if another man stands where I once stood, may he cherish you better than I ever did. May he measure much more than twice, and cut with care twice as nice. May he know the worth of what he's holding before he risks the blade against the treasure. As for me, you remain the cut I can't uncut, the lesson carved gentle, then deep, the love that changed me forever. All I have, all I will ever build, all that was mine to hold still in some quiet eternal way, belongs to you, not to bind you, only to bless you. I will love you from afar if I must, holding gratitude in one hand and grief in the other. I will stand outside the door, not knocking, but remembering, not begging, but blessing. And though I mourn what we were, I celebrate what we are, parents to a miracle, proof that something pure was real for a moment. If letting go is this final cut, I must measure very carefully. Then let it be gentle, let it be loving, let it be true. You are the love that made me. You are the loss that changes me now. You are the heart I failed to measure properly, and still the one I measure everything else by. Go, live boldly, shine wildly, be loved fully. As long as I breathe, I will carry your happiness like a prayer, and my love for you like a lantern in the dark. Not to guide you back, only to light the truth for you to see your way to a better day ahead. You were worth measuring more than twice, and although I didn't, you always remain my forever once. And maybe I don't build like a Brandon, tinker like a Tom, or earn like an Eric, make love like a Marvin, but I do like a David, flawed, fierce, full-hearted, not perfect, but present, not polished, but real. And if loving me wasn't enough, or was enough too late, then let that truth stand without bitterness. If you ever find it in yourself to soften the memory of us, to hold what we had not as a wound, but as a chapter, a blessing, a before, know I would meet you different now, measured, mindful, gentle where I was hurried, whole where I was hollow, ready where I was raw. But if the path has truly parted, if the future no longer carries my name beside yours, then let me release you with reverence, my love, not because I want to, but because love that clings becomes a cage, and you deserve joy, peace, a life that blooms without apology. And if I'm not the man in that horizon, then I will love you from afar, quietly, humbly, with the candle still burning in my chest for what we were. No anger, no resentment, this gratitude and grief intertwined, because you remain the cut I can't uncut, the lesson I learned too late, the love I measured only once, and the memory I will hold with open hands, not tight fists. And though letting go feels like tearing pages from a scripture, I will tear them gently, with hope for your tomorrow, greater than the ache of losing ours. I loved you like only I could, and even releasing, I love you still.